everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Star Wars The Black Series Ponda Boba figure. So before we take a look at Ponda, let's take a look at the accessory that he comes with. So for his only accessory, he comes with his blaster, and I want to say this has been reused from a previous figure. I'm not sure what it would be, but yeah, I think this is a reuse. The blaster can also fit in the holster really nicely, and it stays put there. It's a pretty tight fit, so it's not going to drop out or anything. So taking a look at the head sculpt, I think Hasbro did a really good job on this. It has a bunch of sculpt detail and some paint detail to it. He has those glossy black eyes, those brown spots on his head, and some tones of blue. But the facial hair is painted really bad. It's not good. It could have been painted a lot better. You can see a lot of gaps in the paint there for the hair. You can even see some hair up here that doesn't even have any paint on it. So I will definitely be repainting that. Like I said, this is a good head sculpt, but it is just way too big, I think. I think it looks really big, and the reason is this is the Yavin Luke body mold. This is just on a normal human body mold. So it would have been nice if Hasbro would have done something different, but this is just a lot of reused parts on this figure, aside from the head there. Here he is next to the Yavin Luke, and as you can see, the only things that they changed, of course, were the collars and the upper half. The upper half of him is different here. As you can see, this one doesn't have the collar right here. So the upper torso is new, but everything else is the same. You can see the holsters, the boots, everything. This one actually has a lot less paint to it. The only sort of paint detail the jacket has to it is some dirt spots right there. I do think that looks good, but there's none on his back at all. All of it is focused right here on his arms and the front. He also has some new hands. Can't remember if these have been reused. I want to say these are unique to this figure. But again, the hair is sculpted on there, but it's not painted good at all. It looks very bad in my opinion. As you can see, the strap for the holster isn't even painted on. It's just left to blend in there with his pants. So it would have been nice if they would have at least painted that on, but they didn't. So now let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head and neck, but it's very hindered. He can look up just a little bit. He can't really look down, but even if he could look down, it'd probably be hindered because of his tusks. He can move his head side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He has single-jointed elbows that can bend in that far. It would have been nice if there would have been a deep cut. That way they could bend in just a little more. He has swivel wrists that can move side to side and a hinge up and down on the right side. And on the left side, he has just a normal swivel that swivels side to side and up and down. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back very slightly, down very slightly, and side to side. He has ball-jointed hips. The right side is hindered because of that holster, but if it didn't, he could probably be able to do a complete split. He can kick forward that far. And man, moving these hips around, they're not very great. I forgot how much of a pain that Yavin Luke's hips are. Yeah, these feel really fragile. Tough to move and fragile. He can kick forward that far. He can't really kick back that far. He has swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. So now let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to A New Hope Luke Skywalker. This is I think this is the 40th anniversary one. This one isn't the new version. This one is the one that still has the pretty bad paint on him. Here he is next to Obi-Wan. And finally, there he is next to Jyn and Cassian. So overall, after getting this figure in hand, he's pretty underwhelming. The head sculpt looks nice, but I think it's a little too big for the body, and that's mainly because it's a reuse. And the paint on the head isn't too bad on the blue and stuff, but then you get to the hair on his face and on his hands, and it's not painted that well at all. So honestly, unless you're a diehard fan of the character or just want to complete your collection, I'd say you could probably pass on this figure. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.